The first cloister of the former convent of San Giuseppe is the smallest and certainly the one that has suffered the most damage over time, but it can reveal some very interesting details if you look carefully and with inquisitive eyes. The building was begun in the 1540s and completed in the following decades, perhaps also with the addition of material, columns and capitals, from the Palazzo della Loggia building site, after the fire of 1575 that destroyed part of the public palace. The small cloister served as an entrance to the convent and guest quarters, as well as a passageway to the Aromataria, the friar's apothecary, as recalled by the 17th century inscription engraved on the doorpost. It was here that the apothecary friars made various medicinal herbal products, which they then sold to the citizens in exchange for a free offering. Among the best known products are Fra Ilarione's spirit water and especially the Angel's pills, with a tonic, digestive and laxative effect for blissful evacuations. A product much in demand and with such a secret formula that was at the heart of the major dispute with the apothecaries of the convent of San Francesco in Mantua, who claimed to be the depositaries of the only truly effective prescription. On the walls of the cloister, the painter Giovan Antonio Cappello frescoed a number of episodes with explanatory captions depicting actions, miracles, and martyrdom of many Franciscan saints around 1712-1713. Unfortunately, these are only partially legible today. Some scenes, however, particularly those on the eastern wall, are truly intriguing, also because they focus on Brescian subjects. The sermon of St. John of Capistrano in Mercato Nuovo recalls the saint's sermon delivered in Brescia in 1451 and portrays a fine view of today's Piazzale Tebaldo Brusato, then called Piazza del Mercato Nuovo. On the left, we can recognize Palazzo Cigola Fenaroli, on the right, Porta Torrelunga, and the Ronchi, the local hills, with the ancient monastery of Sant'Apollonio that belonged to the friars, and the castle and the monastery of San Pietro in Oliveto in the background. An enormous crowd throngs the square, recalling the 125,000 people who, according to the chronicles, flocked to the piazza to listen to the fervent sermon and to venerate the relic of the cap of Saint Bernardine of Siena, shown by the friar under the mighty hackberry tree that once graced the square. The curious episode of the Viatico Solitario a Porta Torlonga is also recounted when Saint Bernardine of Feltre, who had been to Brescia several times in the late 15th century, saw a priest carrying the Blessed Sacrament through the streets in a hurry and without the proper apparatus. The scandalized friar rebuked thunderously the city for this unseemly habit, and in response to his furious words, the mortified Brescians allegedly founded the rich and powerful confraternities of the Blessed Sacrament.